What's up? This is your boy Lucky Loco, man. I just had to get it out there, man. I hope Conrad, hope Rascal and them don't get mad at me for making this video. But how would you feel knowing that you're doing business? But nah, I'm just messing with you. I had to give a shout out, man. Shout out to Sandman, Paradigm Media News. Um, there's a lot of whole drama been going on ever since the fight, and righteously so, though. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to be just somebody that's looking from the outside in. I know my channel ain't nothing, but I do have an opinion about the whole thing. And I hope that we can do something to help, you know, make up for the loss of the money of the pay-per-view fights. I do believe that was sabotage that went around that did happen. And, you know, let's start out with Selena's report. Before Chicano 2, before anything like that, man, there was Mikey. There was the Selena's report. He used to do sports broadcasting on a hit and miss basis, and he definitely hustled his way to where he's at now. And I'm super proud of him, bro, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as somebody that sees from afar the way he carries himself and the way he conducts business. And he doesn't need YouTube. He doesn't need the uh, the income from the YouTube views, clicks, and likes, or anything like that. And you can totally tell that because the different businesses that he's in, uh, the house that he lives in, the life he's living, the hard work that he's put in. He does this for a hobby. He definitely seen when we all first got together, we were all, you know, in one crew that was just, we're rolling with Gunner, and he was too. And that's how he got into the whole thing was, talking about the fight, doing the interviews, and just that he kept pushing the fight. He was really excited about the Gunner. We all were the Gunner Cholo Trucker fight. I mean, excuse me. He was definitely doing a lot for pushing that. So when he was pushing it, he got invited to become a ring announcer, and now he's setting up fights. He's been doing an amazing job for somebody that can set up something like that and have people come together and fly out and have people go on and get together and throw on entertainment. You got to understand this is all just entertainment, whether you like Gunner, you like Dubs, or if you're still rocking with Paradigm, if you're still rocking with Boxer or Sandman or whatever, sides are taking now because so many things are going on and a lot of people dislike the sabotage that went on. It was very unprofessional. Um, win or lose, you're supposed to take your licks like a champ. You know, I myself, at 46 years old, try to drop in that gym right now. Hell no, hell to the no, 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 no. I'm too old, too out of shape. My punches ain't what they used to. I'm not the 20-year-old Lucky Loco. I'm not the 20-year-old. You know what I mean? I was a warrior at one time, and now I'm just a dad kicking back. And but anyways, shout out to Mikey, the Salinas report now. Chicano too. So let's get to Paradigm Media. So Paradigm Media, first time I've been watching him was when he was just reading stories, when he was just reading books, and he had videos of how to make a blade out of paper, and there's all these interesting things. Then he started going live, and he starts, and because I would always hear, I would just sit there and I'd be like, man, what are cleaning out the food truck or prepping? I'd put on his video, and you could hear him telling stories and great storyteller, great source of entertainment, still is, you know. And as the lives went on, him, Rojo, Gunner, well, when everybody used to jump on the YouTubes together, and everybody was rolling as like, hey, we're this, we're that, and then you know, it was still, I still watch his videos, I still support him, still. But just my point of view, who cares, right? It's just Lucky Local with his 1,200 followers, or, you know, but this is somebody who's been breaking bread. When I had the restaurant, I did like over $1,200 in Snapchats. I'd jump on and see Gunner dropping 20 bucks, 40, 60, 80 bucks. That's when I was big ball and shot calling down just somebody that's struggling, struggling. But it's all good though. It's part of the game. You have your ups or downs, and then this is just my point of view. You don't have to take mine as facts or anything like that. And with the whole thing going down, a lot of drama, a lot of stuff that's going on. And so, Paradigm Media News, Boxer, John Mendoza, whatever you want to call him now. Um, I don't really have no saying to the thing other than that I had my last like 40 bucks after paying all my bills and doing a catering job. I was going to buy the pay per view. I was like, well, I want to support the homies, because let's get into it. I watch Paradigm. I watch uh, I watch Mikey Chicano Tube. Used to be Selena's Report. Used to be Ron from Ronaldo. No more Sasso. It's Ron from Ronaldo. But anyways, yeah. So I was like, well, I got the thing saying, hey, lost the fight, and then I took the L, and I was like, okay, well, now I'm not going to buy it because, with it buying all the Thanksgiving dinner and all this other stuff. Like I said, I'm struggling. I'm in the poorhouse right now. Well, not really in the poorhouse. I make enough to pay the bills and live and survive. By any means, like anything else after that, going out to eat, nah. I'm surviving right now. I think everybody in the United States is feeling that pinch right now. It's not just me. It's people going 9 to 5, seeing the rise of gas prices, seeing the rise of food. And I felt bad because I was like, man, because I really dig Chicano Tube. I like Mikey. I like Paradigm. And so I didn't end up getting a fight. So let's get into why. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the fight, is because I got the text message. And I can put that on my mom, my dad, my kids. I can put PUT, I put that on everything. I love that I didn't share the message. I didn't say, hey, then you could ask anybody in the whole world, man, if I ever echo anything that's said in my ear. I've never, even when I have fallen out with people, I don't ever expose people's business because that's not my style. I've never, just because you have a fallen out with somebody, you still owe that person a little bit of loyalty. That's how I feel. Is that I owe you that we were friends at one time and that we can still remain professional about it. You don't have to get into certain things to where you don't like that person no more. You don't have to get everybody else not to like that person either. I'm not going to be like, hey, so and so does this behind this. No, no, I don't do that. So I've never shared the message. I never shared anything with anybody. I kept it to myself. The only person I told is my lady. I was like, oh shit, look, I got the. I was like, I was gonna rent that fucking. I was gonna rent the show and get ready for Thanksgiving dinner, and I was like, never mind, I'm not gonna waste my last, because I really only had 40 bucks after paying everything. So, and I ended up getting it. So let's get into Mile High Hustle, Conrad. So as I roll up to Buena Vista, Colorado, in the state level 4 prison yard out there in South Unit, I get in there, and you guys know my story. As I get into the unit, I'm the only person that's a northerner that's in the unit. So I get in there, and I tell my cellie, like, hey, look, man, gotta put your stuff up, or whatever. These people are gonna come try to get me, whatever. So, and sure enough, the door pops open. They come over, hey, homie, where you from? And I tell them, like, okay, just keep it respectful, keep it respectful, and we'll keep it, this is who we are. And I was like, cool, cool, respect. And it's always been respect. I'm not gonna act like I punked anybody out, and then my celly was like, oh shit. He's like, hey, you're from that. He goes, man, there was only one dude in here that was holding it down, and that was Conrad, bro. He's gone. He just left like right before you pulled up, bro. So you're here by yourself, and probably gonna be here by yourself. And so Conrad's reputation in prison, he was never a punk. He was never Nobody ever said, "Oh, Conrad made him roll them up. Conrad, they did this and that." But I heard Conrad was putting people in their pockets. I can tell you that. I can tell you, I heard Conrad was a warrior. And that's not. And this isn't him telling me anything. This is just when. This is when I started seeing the Mile High Hustle. And I didn't even know who Conrad was. And then I seen the whole, you know, the Mile High Hustle. First, I was watching Gangish, and then Gangish, and then I mean, Gangish, he was in the other unit, and he was in the East unit. I was in South unit, so we never really crossed paths because you don't go to yard with him. And so when they started getting together, and then he's like, "Oh, my name's Conrad," and I was like, "Conrad," and I was like, "Colorado prison system." I said, "I know the homie. I don't know him, but his reputation has always been solid." So I really, I've never heard no blemishes on his name. Never heard him rolling it up or punking out or anything like that. And Colorado's system is different than California prisons. I can tell you that right now from the stories, from the structures. There's nobody that has a stronghold from the prison yards to the streets. There's no connections to that. There's no big homies telling people on the streets to do whatever. There's a homie that'll be like, "Hey man, talk to this person, see if you can get something done." There's no, "Hey, if you don't do it, I'm gonna mess up your homeboys. Your homeboys are gonna get a green light on them." There's nothing like that. I'll tell you that straight off the top. And Colorado, they will deal with um, problems with fists before going to knives. I'll tell you that right now. People will run a fade. Like everybody in that system, in that level 4 yard, they will run a fade before. And it's better that way. To be honest, why do you want to do the rest of your life over a little confrontation and then have to go do this or get off the yard and all this stuff? People will roll it up because they don't want to run that fade, but I'm telling you, the Colorado system, you have to have hands, or at least put them up. So when it comes to color, even the streets, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that does go on, but somebody would rather run the fade with you. Now, this is back when I was on the streets. When I was doing my thing, there was more fades than there was shootings. And now that these kids are out there making music videos and doing all this crazy stuff, and you've seen the one that where Conrad uploaded a video to where that rapper, he rolled it up. He got into the system and he pissed off a lot of people with his gang, with his music, with his actions of, and then catching all that time, he pissed off the Southerners, he pissed off the GKIs, the LLPs, he pissed off a lot of people, and talking all that tough talk with guns and all this other stuff. In this system, you're gonna have to run them. You're gonna have to run them fades, and he got stuck, but he was out there gunning people down. Just all this other stuff, and when you get into that system, don't get me wrong, there are hitters in there, but there's more people that would rather see you run the fade, go home, rather see you. If anything, they'll just beat you off. Get you, beat you up, run you off the yard. So when it comes to the Colorado system, it's totally different than that. So when I hear that he was going to fight, I was like, oh shit, because there's a lot of people in there that are known for hands, and Conrad was one of them. And so when I seen that, I was just like, and then I got the text message. I felt bad. I was like, oh, dude, look, I wasn't able to rent the fight. I wasn't able to see it. Now I see it uploaded, and so many people doing videos about it now. And a lot of people are upset with Paradigm Media News, and this it has switched. It's switched from to where I don't know what it was, entitlement, or he's still, I still watch his videos, don't get me wrong. It's part of entertainment. And for those who think that it's nothing less, I mean, these people, they showed up in the boxing match. I mean, would I go into that ring? No, not knowing how weak I am right now, how out of shape I am, how fat I am, how winded I'd get. um and I'm not a boxer. You know, I've never been a hardcore fighter, but I will get down. Like I have gotten down. I've never let anybody roll me up off the yard. Never let anybody punk me or talk to me crazy without feeling that the left and right, right, left, and uppercut and elbows, chokes, knees, elbows. I don't care. You know what I mean? Especially in a self fight, as size I am, and you got two, three people trying to run in, I'm rolling. I don't care. We're getting it. And then, I took some losses, got jumped, but I got back up. I didn't roll up. Oh, I need safety. I don't feel safe. I never feel safe anywhere. So what am I gonna do? Just roll it up and be like, all right, I gotta go. And especially with the name Travis Bob, you're not gonna. You know what I mean? You're gonna. I couldn't picture myself doing it, especially at a young age when you're 20, 23, 20. You know what I mean? Just the whole thing going on, man. But yeah. So that's my take on it. That it was dirty business. It was. It was. Much respect to you guys, man. But that's just my take on it. It was dirty business. I really hope that we can get something together so we can get Mikey going. And is Mike as far as Mikey being a shady business person? I don't think so, bro. Like Sandman, I'm sorry, I don't think Mikey's like that. Mikey, to me, he's really entrenched with his culture. He's really entrenched with his movement, and he's got it so much to where he got it tattooed on him. And I don't think he's going to do that without, if he planned on ripping people off, if he planned on doing shady stuff, and he wouldn't be the successful person that he is. He doesn't need YouTube. He does this as entertainment. He does this as, you know, as a hobby, as I see it. He's not doing this to get rich. He's not getting on soft white underbelly. He's not going for all these different interviews. He's doing music. He does DJ and he does real estate. And whatever he does, he's going to do great at because he really puts his focus, his training. Uh, who cares that he didn't go to, a level 4 prison yard? The homie's good. I like him. You don't have to go to prison to become a man. That's one thing. These people misconstrue these. Oh well, I was in this prison yard and that prison yard. I did this, I did that. That's not a badge of honor, bro. I'm proud of the accomplishments that you made on the outside, homeboy. His story, paradigm story about going to a warehouse, getting in his truck and changing his life around. And sometimes you still get in that mindset. Like every single time I get in that mindset, like I was this person at one time. I hate that person. I hate the person I used to be. I hate the drug dealer I used to be. I hate the manipulator, the user, I hate everything that I used to be now that, you know, I talk about it and I relate to other people when they do say it because I don't feel judged when I jump on these channels. People know that I used to be a criminal. People know I was an ex-convict, an ex-gang member. I don't get into I don't want you to respect me from back in the 90s and back in 2000s, early 2000. I hate that person. I do. I really despise that person. I hate everything about it. I wish I took the path to like how Mikey did. Look where he's at. Look where he's at in life and how much further he's going to go. The stuff he does for his community, the stuff I didn't know about all the stuff that he said that he did for his community, his people, and that is great, man. I'm not on here to take sides. It's just my opinion. And I hope that we can get something together and get some like cash apps going for Mikey, for Mile High, because he put in you could look at the videos, look at the equipment that he has to buy to get in that area of Arizona, of all these different places, the boxing gym, the equipment, the time, the cameramen, the people that jump in the ring, all the stuff that you have to put together. It's hard to throw a birthday party for a child that's $600-700 minimum. The cake, the decorations, the tables, the tent, let alone a YouTube boxing match for our source of entertainment. And whether you win or lose or just wasn't into it, that's it is what it is. It was I appreciate homeboy uploading the fight and so we could finally watch because I was like, man, If I get some extra loot, I'm gonna buy it and watch it. I want to see what everybody else is talking about, and just certain things, man. Like I said, I was just kidding around with Sandman and all this other stuff at the beginning. But that's Sandman's homeboy. Whether you guys think he's uh, this or that, but that's how people talk with each other. When you're close enough with somebody, you can joke around, clown, and say stuff. Person that you admire, the person that's your buddy, we can say stupid stuff to each other. That's how I feel. But can anybody else say it? No, I don't want anybody else. You know, but it is what it is, man. I really appreciate your time. Comment, let me know what you think. I know I went a little too far with the video, but I definitely want you guys to know I got more interviews coming up. I got a person that's working the school system, and she's going to come on and do a Native American one. Well, it's your boy Lucky Local, and I'm tapping out. Hit me up.